Yo, what's up guys, here GTA Pups are here. Welcome back to another brand new GTA video. In today's video, we are actually going to be talking about, again, the earnings call that just happened a couple days ago with the CEO Strauss Zelnick, Rockstar's parent company Take-Two Interactive, and talking about their question and answer section at the end of the call, and how Strauss is basically saying they are working really hard with a lot of games right now, a lot of stress, and talking about, some GTA 6 and what he has to talk about the Grand Theft Auto series, and so much more. So let's get right into today's video. So again, guys, my last video, I did talk about, how many units were sold this quarter and some other stuff about Red Dead Redemption and stuff that they talked about, the big news that we could point out in this conference call. But in today's video, I want to talk about the question and answer section, because on one of the questions, this guy named Omar from Bank of America, again, it's where basically, investors can ask Take-Two Interactive questions and people from their team can, chime in. Well, Omar said this: "Hi, thanks very much. There's been some debate in the market as the size of total addressable market for Grand Theft Auto 6, which was discussed in a blog post by Rockstar because it will launch into the Gen 9 console cycle, where the Grand Theft Auto 5 launched slightly before the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One were launched. So such a graphically intense game, be it performance on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, or even the Nintendo Switch, as it will be on the Xbox X and PlayStation 5. And does streaming technology have the potential to take older generation consoles and mobile devices capable for satisfactory performance for such a state-of-art game?" And Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, said, "Well, in reverse order, there aren't many streaming platforms that are up and running right now. Stadia is still up and running, and they don't have many titles, and they're a relatively small audience. We've been very supportive of Stadia, but it's a tiny portion of our business, to be clear. And of course, there's Xbox, but there's not meaningful markets right now. I'm not sure I understand the question if you're asking, will the launch of the next update in Grand Theft Auto series, which has been discussed by Rockstar in a blog post, as you pointed out, as salutary effect on the launch of upcoming platforms. Was that your question that you were talking about?" So again, there's some confusion with Strauss not understanding Omar, and basically there's a little follow-up from this. He said, no, it's really the question of whether the installed base, we should think about the installed base as Xbox One. Sorry, the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 Plus, Xbox X, PlayStation 5, or only Xbox X/PlayStation 5, in which case the TAM would be smaller. And Strauss said, "So Rockstar hasn't talked about any details at all about the next generation of Grand Theft Auto, so there will be more information to come, but I have no doubt when that moment comes, and there's another interiors that will be releasing to a very robust market." So what is Strauss saying here, guys, is that this game is probably, yes, going to come on the Gen 9 consoles, but people are wondering, like Omar, will this come out on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One? Just because of how big this game's going to be, it's going to be able to need the capability of the next gen, systems and graphic requirements and stuff like that. So that's what Omar was wondering, if this stuff was going to be coming out. And he basically really didn't say whether, it will be on there. And basically Strauss says we're just going to have to wait for information to come out from Rockstar. Again, the typical more information to come from Rockstar will be coming soon. When they say coming soon, we don't know if that's going to be a year from now, only a couple months from now. Again, this is just Strauss Zelnick and Take-Two Interactive logic, because again, they don't want to give any information. But what he was talking about is, yes, Grand Theft Auto 6, on which consoles it will be, coming out on, if the older ones will still exist. Because again, it happened before when Rockstar was bringing out GTA 5 on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One for expanded and enhanced. It was still out on the other generation system. So Omar wanted to know if it was going to start fresh on the new consoles only, or do the same pattern. There was also another follow-up from Omar from Bank of America. He said, "Okay, could I just ask you a quick follow-up? In terms of your capitalization development expenses, do those typically accelerate as you head closer towards the launch of a big game like Grand Theft Auto 6, or as they deflate a bit flat over time? And Lainie Goldstein, the chief financial officer from Take-Two Interactive, said this: "It depends on what games are being worked on and how big the teams that are working on the game. So over time, the balance on the balance sheet will go up and down based on what titles are releasing and how the games are being developed, but it doesn't go in line with any one specific game. There's a lot of games being worked on." As Carl mentioned, there are a larger amount of titles that are in the pipeline, and most of those capitalize other than our mobile titles. So what she's pointing out, guys, and this is big news, that there are games coming out other than mobile titles. So those are going to be your big games that we all love and know coming to the consoles. And what she's saying that, again, right now when the numbers are fluctuating up and down, it doesn't mean GTA 6 is coming out necessarily right now. It only means about their other games, how they are going up and down and fluctuating. So with the money and how people are buying them. So that's what Omar wanted to know. Now, another thing I wanted to point off of, as I talked about, Stralsonic has covered the Red Dead Redemption scandal. He also said this when he was pointing out that he knows that Red Dead Redemption hasn't received updates in a year. He said, "Rockstar Games talks about the updates that are coming, and we're working on a full lot of content at Rockstar." He said, "I've heard this frustration. It's flattering that they want more content, and more will be said by Rockstar in due time." So again, it looks like Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar are working on a lot of titles right now, folks, and we just have to calm down. Again, probably one of their bigger projects is GTA 6 right now, and they're trying to get it out as soon as possible. So it looks like they are working digitally hard right now, and apparently their team maybe didn't have a lot of help to make updates for Red Dead Redemption Online, and that's kind of hurtful. But again, it looks like their team wanted to move closely for the bigger games like Grand Theft Auto 6. That makes people mad because they know they're going to make a lot of money on that game. So again, I just wanted to cover that there. He hears the frustration, guys, and they're working on a lot of games right now. Now, when this earnings call was going to come out, again, I know a lot of people thought that we're going to be getting something big from Rockstar Games, and I wanted to show what Rockstar actually did on that last Friday on May 13th. They tweeted out about their 10th anniversary of Max Payne 3. Now they're releasing a soundtrack, just like how they did with something with Grand Theft Auto Online. So that's what they announced. It wasn't nothing big, but they also retweeted PlayStation's tweet that said 1 month left for the PS5 owners to get you to online via the console store. So basically, yes, we're already in the month of May and almost June coming up very soon in just a couple weeks. And basically, this is your last chance to get PS5, the expanded enhanced edition of the game, for free. So again, Rockstar just want to retweet that tweet to remind people as well. And when it gets closer to that date, y'all, I will remind you guys as well in another video. Also, one more thing, when this call was taking place and they were talking about GTA 6 and questions regarding probably Omar's question, of course, GTA 6, again, was trending on Twitter. So again, I just want to update you guys on that. Again, a lot of people are talking about it in the community. So again, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, a like rating would be super awesome. Remember to subscribe to the GTA Puzzle channel for more videos like this. My name is Puppy here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.